Thank God that we created the CFPB, who was singularly focused, because I hear the interest of other groups who have people there to advocate on their behalf. Most of the industries and everyone else has someone to advocate on their behalf. What I don't understand is why it is so bad to have an agency of which you represent to advocate on behalf of the American consumer. Throughout history, we've seen the consumer be ripped off, taken advantage of so much. That's why we have to have labor unions, because we know and we've seen that folks on their own don't see or move in the benefit of everyday people. So there has to be someone to advocate on their behalf, to look at it, to make sure that the playing field is level for consumers, not to harm business, but to level the playing field, so that the consumer has a voice and someone there to say, don't rip us off. This is a bad product. I lived it in the financial crisis of 2008. That's why you're here, because we say we can never allow that to happen again. And one of the proudest moments of my career here is working with Ranking Member Waters and others to create the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So I thank you for doing your job. And your job is to advocate on behalf of consumers, no one else. That's your job, singularly focused, helping the American people, helping the American people. And you help all, not just Democrats. You're helping the American consumer who's a Democrat, who's a Republican, who's an independent, no matter where they are, rural or urban. Thank you for doing that. Now, this recent bank failures of SVB and Signature and First Republic dominated the media and the media attention and this committee, particularly this spring. We had an opportunity to speak with the prudential regulators responsible for oversight of the institutions and continue to look at what could have been done to prevent the failures. But yet we've not had the opportunity to speak with you in the aftermath, the voice and the advocate for the consumer. So, from your perspective, how do the recent bank failures highlight the need for a strong CFPB now more than ever?
Well, as you referenced, in your own community and almost everyone's, the financial crisis was absolutely devastating. And the victims of financial crises, the first ones, are often those who least can afford the shock. And so we had to take extraordinary steps to mitigate some of that damage, but also people are now learning about deposits and safety and insurance. And there are places where people may be holding their money that aren't insured. And we're going to obviously want to make sure that any instability in financial world, in financial markets, does not impact the consumer, as you say. The failure of Credit Suisse as well and the forced merger with UBS was a big concern at the CFPB to figure out how could it affect our mortgage markets, our auto loan markets, and others. So financial stability and consumer protection absolutely go hand in hand.